Hey, what's going on, guys? Mark back in my living room on Mark's Aquatics today. Now then, you're looking at Oswald. Now, he's a little brown octopus, and he hitchhiked his way in on a little tiny, well, it wasn't little, it was quite a big zoanthid rock, which I had in one of my last coral shipments. And I was in the coral room, and I was just looking around, and this little tentacle came out of this hole within this quite large rock covered in zoas. And I was absolutely dumbstruck. I thought, what in the world is that? Anyway, this little guy came out. I had a look into the rock, super surprised at what I was seeing. And he's not that small, to be honest. I mean, he's in my Fluval Evo, which is, I'm not sure, about 60 litres, I think these guys are. But he's not a small octopus by any means. I don't think these are one of the big octopus, like the big Pacific octopuses or the Atlantic octopus or anything like that. They're a very small species, thank goodness. And I've had to pull this tank apart, take all the other little bits out, give him this rock, and create him a little habitat where he can move around and explore and everything else like that. So he's absolutely fascinating. Like I said, my daughters call him Oswald. I think that name fits him very well. And he's been exploring his tank for the last few days. I've let him settle in because the first time when I put him in, he was extremely shy, and he wasn't really, he just wanted to hide away, which is understandable because he's been 40 odd thousand feet in the air. He's been flying around all over the world to get to me, and now he's just settled in over the last couple of days. Now on the top left hand corner there, you can see the grill for the intake from the pump, where the water from the tank goes in down into the chamber there. You can see that stainless steel heater, and he's been trying to escape through there. Now I've had to tape up all the little holes at the top of the tank. I've had to use a little bit of acrylic. I've cut some bits of acrylic out, and I've actually made it Oswald proof, because these guys are absolutely Houdinis. They really are. Maybe that's what I should have called him. But all the tanks, all the holes are covered, and he's been in there for the last few days. Like I say, I've let him settle down, but he's been trying to go up into there at the top, and he's been poking his legs in all the way down to the bottom, but he's just a little bit too big and he can't fit through there. And he's look at that, he's watching us as much as we're watching him. You see the little suckers moving. Yes, but he's been trying to escape, but he's realised now that he can't get out of there. He does go up there now and again and have a little poke around, but these are absolutely fascinating creatures. The way they can shift the texture and the coloration. They've got chromatophores, which are little tiny pigments in the skin, which they can shoot onto that rock at the back there, and within a second he will know and change his color. It's the ultimate in camouflage. He can change the texture of his body. He can raise up little lumps and bumps, just like on the coral on the rock at the back there, and he blends in absolutely perfectly. And once he's on there and he's changed to that color, and you'll only see him if he moves his head or he looks at his eyes, or you can see the little obviously off the back of his head, they've got that little ball off the back of their head where they've got the siphon where they breathe, so you can see the siphon moving, but that's the only part that you can see with that movement. It's absolutely fantastic. I've got to shoot off down to the shops. It's Thursday today. I normally go down to Maidenhead and pick up my shrimps from there, and I think they've got a shipment in today, which is normally on a Thursday. They get them in, so I thought I'll go down there and we'll get him some more. I've already got him some. There was quite a few crabs. Now when I get shipments in from away, they normally come with quite a few little hitchhikers on the rocks as well, and I normally go through them and I give them a quick little route around to see, and there was quite a few little crabs in amongst the rocks, so I've fished them out and I've put them in there. Now he's got them. I didn't see him do it. Some of them have gone into the rock, but some of them I could see the shells in the morning. So these guys are normally they're normally quite nocturnal. These guys like to hunt in the night, so they'll come out and they'll envelop the prey. I'm not sure if you've seen it on other channels and Nat Geo and all that, where they shoot across and they'll puff out their big skirt, which they can, and they'll envelop the prey, and then they will actually go down and that little beak will bite into the shell, and they'll put a toxin in there and it will kill the crab off, or whatever they've got, shrimps, before they eat it. If you look there now, there's a snail moving its way right across the bridge of his eyes there, which is quite amusing, because I'm thinking he's either going to jump on it and eat it, because they do eat snails and things as well, different mollusks. I've got the pump that way, pumping that way, and I've got one pumping that way. And at the moment, he likes to go there because of the flow, I think, and he's just getting that flow blowing on him, and he quite likes that. I think he's just watching us at the moment, and he's thinking, oh, I'm going to move. Oh, hang about, is he going to get that little snail? Is it irritating him? These are fantastic to watch. Now, if you were going to buy one of these, obviously you're going to need a completely cycled tank. They're very susceptible to nitrates in the water, and they're not going to like it, and they're going to try and escape, and they won't last long. These guys probably maybe only live for a year, 2 years, not quite a short lifespan, and but I find them absolutely fascinating. It's good in a way that I've got him, because it's something that I wanted to keep, and I've got one for free, which is even better. So I can give you like regular updates on Oswald and tell you what he's doing. I'm going to make some little acrylic boxes, I think, because they're so intelligent. They do need a lot of interaction with things, obviously with me, and I am going to make some handy little boxes, I think, or little jars, and I'm going to put little things in them. I'm going to put crabs or shrimps in them, and we'll see if he can get in there. And I'm going to create a load of little games for him. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell for up and coming Oswald videos, and you're not going to miss anything that way. Okay, yeah, little jars, little things we can hide in there, see if you can get the lid off, or turn a box over to see if you can get something out, and keep that little brain of his active, which is what I intend to do, and have some great fun with him. I think what I might do now is move away, because he's not used to me being this close to him, to be honest. I'm normally over there in my chair on my laptop doing work, and so I think what I'll do is I'm going to move away, and then hopefully he'll start doing his little escape routine again, or climbing across the glass, and I'll show you. He can just show you then what he gets up to in the tank. He might go onto the rock, he might change colour, and I'll stick a bit of music to it, I think.